Welcome, they call me Big Hurt, and on this channel you will see basic motorcycle install videos, wind therapy, vlogging, just our motorcycle life, enjoying each other's company and meeting new people and going to new places. My adventurous side exploring life with my not so adventurous wife, but we enjoy doing things together and it's a match made in heaven. What's up, everybody? It's your guy here, Hurt. Another episode here on Big Hurt Katie. As you can tell, I'm out. Well, you can't tell. As you can tell, I'm out on the Harley. I'm going to hit up Foothills Parkway. This is actually the old side. I came in on 129. My GoPro messed up on me, so I didn't get to record any coming up. So I come down to 129 side. It's going to head back. I'm going to record just a little short distance up to the Lookout Rock. Take y'all along with me. Gonna load up. I just wanted to get out real quick. Wifey's actually out with some friends. She'll be home in about another 45 minutes, so I figured I'd get out, get on the Harley real quick, ride a little bit, and then me and her go get dinner or whatever. I don't know, but figured I'd take y'all along with me, so let's go. Show you one more time that pretty street glide right there. All right, let's go. All right, everybody, just figured I'd take y'all along. I wanted to record earlier, but like I said, the GoPro messed up on me. I think I got it straightened out. But just gonna ride this old side of Foothills. This side is a little bit I'm gonna put it don't have the views to me as the new side. And well, that's pretty much the main difference. And the turns and the curves are not as tight. This one you can pretty much roll and cruise at least 50 all the way from here to the highway. But this is gonna be a short one. I'm gonna just record till I get up to Lookout Rock. Show y'all exactly that side of it and that part. But Foothills is always a good ride. And where it's in my backyard, I can get there, ride it, or get here and ride it in no time. So I got off today. Mrs. was out with some friends. And I said, well, I'm gonna get out and ride till she gets home. I should be back home before she ever, or we should be getting home by the same time. I hope everybody's doing well and doing good. Now, if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. Doesn't cost a thing to subscribe. It helps the channel grow. And if you've already subscribed, thank you. Thank you for your support. Well, now I did a video I don't know, it's been a couple weeks ago maybe, but I did an earlier video of everything that I have on my bike. I did leave out some stuff, and I know I probably would, because I've done so much to my bike, and if I didn't have it wrote down looking at it, I just overlooked it. Some of the people commented, and one of them reminded me of one thing that I did or have. But out of everything I've done to my bike, the one that probably puts the biggest smile on my face is the performance. Oh my goodness. It wasn't the first thing I done, but the motor work, man, that's the one that puts the biggest smile on my face. Just drop down below and tell me what y'all have done to your motorcycles and which one is the one that, if you didn't do it first, you wish you would have done it first. Mine is motor. I didn't think it was that big of a deal, but man, just having to have that power, even if I don't need it, just having the power there is awesome. I love it. Now, if you ask my wife, because she's usually riding on the back with me, if you ask her, hers would probably be the suspension and the seat. And it is nice. I love it. It was well worth the money. I got legends on the rear and legends on the front. But I could have tolerated it without the suspension. But this motor, being able to just gear it down, or not even gear it down and just take off, have this power, It's nothing like it. Now, after the motor, I would probably say the stereo. If you ain't checked out that video, go check it out. I got an install video, and I got some videos showing exactly some walkaway videos. And then I got a video comparing it to a friend of mine, his 6-speaker Hertz setup. Some people have been going on about it like it wasn't a fire comparison, and don't really understand or know what they mean by a fire comparison. A comparison of just two different things put together, and you compare them to each other. The Cicada and Hertz is two totally different setups. What I was trying to accomplish in that video was to show what you could do. One was mine is a 4-speaker setup. His was a 6-speaker setup with 2 power subs. People that kind of seemed like they was getting upset or saying that it was just a comparison. So it wasn't a competition. I wasn't trying to say, hey, Hertz is better. I wasn't doing none of that. I was just trying to do a video of a true side-by-side comparison. Because you can have a stereo and you can play it. Just like my first setup, which was Bytronics. Man, I thought it was great. I loved it. I thought it wasn't no big deal. Well, until I started pulling up next to people that had a better setup. Once I was hearing better setups, I was like, oh yeah, this has to go. And that's really why I ended up doing the motor. Now, I didn't do the motor the first thing, like I said. But why I ended up doing the motor, pretty much everybody I rode with had motor work. So you sitting there and you trying to keep up with a stage 1, and everybody else got stage 2 or better. So it wasn't like people would run off and leave me, and then if they did, I knew where I was going. So it wasn't no big deal. But yeah, motor was the first thing, stereo was second, and then it trickled on down as far as suspension and all that stuff. Because I believe I could have tolerated the suspension. Now I'm glad I got my Legends. But I'm just speaking for me, my bike. And I do like music, and I like quality sound. So that is how I rank mine. Tell me, like I said, down below, how y'all would rank y'all's, or what have you done to your bike. Now the one thing about it is, with my bike, I try not to do it like I did with my Impala. I try to really do my research on stuff before I started spending money and buying. Because with my Impala, and it's been on the channel a little bit, but I got a 95 Chevrolet Impala SS. I call it Ernestine. But I'm second owner. But there was stuff I've done to it, and if I had to do it again, I could have saved myself a bunch of money. So with the Harley, I learned my mistakes. So I want to make sure that when I spent the money, it was going to be well spent on things that I wanted. Like the motor work, I searched around. I got with a business, a shop out of Knoxville. After doing some research, talking to some people that he had done work for, that's what I went with. For the suspension, I talked to different people that had different setups. I went with what I thought was best for me and my riding style. And stereo, same way. So guys, do your research, and don't just, I hear a lot of people going in off of what they see online as far as do this, do that. That might work for a lot of people, but like with me, the shop that did my stereo, or not my stereo, the shop that did my motor work, I asked him, I said, what do you recommend? What do you deal with? So what he dealt with was S&S. So guess what? I went with S&S. I took it to a shop, and I'm not gonna take parts to a shop and then tell him, hey, this is what I want on my bike. I went to a shop and I let him tell me what he recommended for my bike. And I think that's where people mess up sometimes. They sit there and they tell a shop what they want done to their bike. I think that's a big mistake. Like I said, this is just me talking. It's just my 2 cents. Don't mean a whole lot, but yeah. If you go to a shop that you have been recommended to go to, or one that you have heard things about, it don't matter, whatever. But if you went to a shop, you sit there and you talk to them and tell them what you want, and they'll recommend what they do. That's just like if you take it to a shop, or let me put it to you like this. You wouldn't take your Porsche to the Lexus dealership, or you wouldn't do anything crazy like that with your car. So when you go to a shop, you figure out what they recommend. So now I'm about to go up here. I done spilled my beans right there. I can go done venting and got that out of the way. I'm gonna take you up here and show you exactly why we rode the Lookout Rock. And then I'm gonna get home and spend the rest of the evening with the missus. All right, I'm gonna have y'all looking at me as we walk down here. Then I'm gonna spin this camera around so y'all can catch this view. All right, everyone, that was Lookout Rock. One more time, man, it's a gorgeous view over in the mountains. And it's not even a clear day today. But thank you to everybody that tuned in. Like, share, and subscribe. Until next time.